Hello everybody, my name is Mateo-Tube. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator. So in today's episode, I have rented a few machines, as well as I've taken a contract. So we have to sow field 90 today. That's what we're going to be doing. Not a big field. Pretty, I mean, it's not a bad size, but it's a little bit smaller than field 24, I think. And today we're going to be demoing a few machines. One thing we're going to be demoing is this tractor right here. It's a Urus 0320, I think it is. No, C320. It's a little backwards on this side. That's my only thing. It's like Urus, not... You can see the thing, how it's like Urus, and then here it's backwards, which is fine, whatever. So it's a Urus C360, and we also have this seed drill right here. So this tractor came in a Polish pack, which was 100, not 150 gigabytes. It was 1.5 gigabytes. However, it was a compilation of about 150 mods put into a pack. So in the description below, I'm going to put the link to the pack. And I believe in that website, there is a link to all the mods individually. So if you just wanted the tractor, you might as well not download the 150 gigabyte download. You could just download the tractor individually, or you could download the whole pack. It's up to you. I'll let you look at it yourself. This seed drill, I think, also came with the pack, and the only reason I think it came with the pack too is because I downloaded this as an individual mod. However, when I put the pack in, the logo for the mod in the store changed. So I'm thinking it is also a part of the pack. So there's a lot of new tractors. All these came with the pack, not these three. All these ones here. This is the tractor we're going to be using. So I'll just show you a quick customization thing with this one. You can have no cab on it. You can have old cabin, which is what we're using today, because I think this looks very visually appealing. It looks extremely visually appealing. You can have it set up for forestry, it looks like, as well as a modern cab. So if you wanted to go a little bit more modern, also looks very nice too, but in my opinion, the old cab fits the best. You can also change the wheels out, so you can have the narrow tires. The rear twin tires at this moment in time seem to be the exact same as the standard. I don't see any difference with them, so you might as well just keep it on standard, even though it says that apparently it costs $20 to add rear twin tires. Is there any difference that I'm missing maybe? Like, is it a wheel weight that's going on? I don't see anything different. And then the GPS, which is another mod, so that's why it's here. Even though you can't actually see a GPS, it's because it's from the GPS mod that I actually haven't figured out how to use yet. So with this seed drill, from my understanding, is that you can put fertilizer as well as seeds in it. Obviously, you could put seeds in it, otherwise why would it be a seed drill? So we're going to test that out. I am renting these tools, so it's not like we're using them. Let's see if we can go here. I'm willing to spend some money. Why don't we spend some money? That's 1,920. Oh, I also got this too, which I don't know if any of our tractors use it, but it's DEF fuel that we're going to have to put into our tractors at times. I do not know if... I don't think all tractors use it. Let me see here. I actually haven't really played around with that mod very much. Oh, here it is. So I think a tractor like this uses it. This one, some of these ones don't use them. Doesn't look like our Deutsches Fair does. What is that? What is this? What does this mean? Do you see this? Wait, what does this mean? What is this? I don't know what this is. That's interesting. Alright, so there's not really that many machines that actually use DEF fuel, but maybe some of the bigger ones. Even then, there's not that many. Oh, this one also came in the Urus pack. I actually did not take a look at this one yet. Well, we'll take a look at it later, because we got to get on the road. Now, what I was going to do was I was going to buy a solid bag of fertilizer, just so we can test this thing out. We're going to be spending some money, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? I would spend the money, but I have an idea, because I was thinking in the previous episode about animals, and I was like, why don't we do chickens? So let's just go home real fast, because I want to see if I can put this anywhere. I was thinking about chickens, because I was looking at the price that you can sell eggs, and I'm thinking, the price for eggs is actually really, really good. So do we own this area back here? I am not 100% sure. I think we do. So, you know, we could take down a few trees. Yeah, we do own that area, so we could take down a few trees and potentially put in a chicken coop there. That is something I kind of want to do. You know what? It's fine. We're going to be at it. We're going to be buying this fertilizer just so that we can see how it goes. Part of me doesn't even want to spend the money. I don't want to spend the money, but you know what? For the sake of it, we will spend the money and see if we can put in fertilizer for this. Can I not? What is this? What the heck's a crane? Oh, that's cool. So if you wanted to, you could lift up the cabin as well, seems like. I'm not sure what up and down does. Lift crane arm. Okay, I'm guessing that's probably nothing. So am I not able to put in fertilizer into this? Because if I'm not, that sucks. I just wasted money that I didn't want to waste. There we go. Fertilizer is now filling up. So as you can see, the fertilizer is in there, and then I'm guessing the seeds are up in here. All right, perfect. We'll also set this one up for the sake of it. We might actually use this if we still have fertilizer and seed left, because I'm pretty sure the shop isn't going to allow us to... they're not going to give us money back for the fertilizer and seeds we don't use. So if we still have stuff in here, we will definitely remember to come back and use it on our own fields, because then that means we're also using the fertilizer. All right, so let's set off and go to field number 90. There we go. So David can drive the tractor there. In the previous episode, he did destroy the New Holland, but I have full hopes in him that he will not destroy the beautiful old Urus tractor. There we go. Let's get on the road. So let's start talking about things, because I am now doing the non-cut videos. It is 7:08 in the morning, a.m., Tuesday. So everyone knows that tractor behind us only goes 25 kilometers an hour. So it is quite slow. Obviously, if we're at a stop sign, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for us to let it catch up. Just some of the details on it, if anyone's wondering. Some of the details, like the lights, for example, which look really nice, and the warning triangle. Okay, so let's talk about things. Yesterday was Monday, and I had another marching band practice, and I'm worn out, honestly. During part of the practice, something happened where I heard a whistle. And see, my brain is trained at the moment, where when I hear a whistle, I'm supposed to stop. And it's not because of a police whistle, it's because of our marching band whistle. Whenever he blows his whistle, it usually means we have to stop and try again. If you're in marching band, or were in marching band, you probably understand what I mean, that it gets to a point where when he says one more time, it's never one more time. So we were marching, and I kind of stopped because I thought, oh, you know, we have to try again, because I heard the whistle. And kind of realized that we weren't actually stopping, so I had to run and get myself back into beat, because yeah, I didn't know we stopped playing. You know what? I was looking at this farm here. It's just okay. It is just here. Nice piece of land for 538. There's 1, 2, 3 fields approximately. It's a very nice farm. If we could, I would actually love to buy this. We'll have to see, though, at the end of this season. Where's the field? The field is quite a little bit of a distance away. On average, right now, I'm seeing that my farming simulator videos are about 40 minutes to an hour long. If not, they may be even longer. However, I did get a comment in the previous episode about this water. Not episode 1 it was. Not the previous episode, episode 1. And they were talking about this water, and that this is a very common thing in fields, is just water in the middle of fields, which I know it is, actually. Oh my gosh, okay, so they're too far away from us. This is how slow this guy goes, okay. All right, so the field should be just up here to the right. If we turn down a dirt road, I think it is, then the field should be on the left once we turn down that dirt road. But as you can see, the Urus is just behind us, and we are traveling just as fast as it. 25 kilometers an hour. It's probably traveling just 1 kilometer faster than me, but now we're traveling just as fast as it. We'll speed up because we're close enough to the field that they should be able to keep up. Now, I guarantee you, if the tractor behind us could go any faster, they'd probably wreck it on that guard post there. At least that's how it was in Farming Simulator 17. So I have not yet been to this part of the map. There's a lot of parts to this map I haven't been. I've been pretty much recording everything that I've been doing in this map. There's a lot of things we can do, so I don't really know exactly how long we're going to be playing this map, but I hope we can play it for a little while. So here's the field here. What we're going to do is we're going to set the worker off on the far side near the house there. And we are going to hopefully do a headland. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to park the Deutsches Fair right here. I have no idea if this tractor is going to be strong enough to power this seed drill because it is like 10 horsepower off. All right. David, I got another job for you. We're just going to drive over here, set the guy up, and set him to work. What did he say he wanted planted? I would think that if I planted the if I planted the wrong plant, he probably wouldn't be too happy about that. So we can lower this with V, I think, right? V to lower it, V to raise it. Simple like that. It is hydraulic driven, so we don't have to use any cranks or anything like that to be able to lower it. Press B to get it started, and yeah, oh wow, this thing's powering it really well. Oh yeah, this thing's powering it really, really well. All right, let's get into the Deutsches Fahr and get to work. Oh, I actually just meant to shut off the lights, but whatever. All right, so I'm gonna do a headland. We'll actually start over here. I want to do the headland. I'm going to do about 2 headlands. The only side of the field we're not going to have to worry about is this side of the field because obviously he's starting on this side, so he'll probably have both headlands done by the time we get back to the start. Which is over here, probably. Oops. Oh. Yeah, are they connected? No, they're not. There we go. That would be why this thing's not lowering. It's because obviously... Oh, I bet that's going to cost me money. So that's what happens when you put in the wrong seed type. It tells you, okay, that's good to know. I guarantee you that's probably going to cost me money. Ooh, that's not good. Wow, look at how fast he's working. Did he do the whole field or did he, like, stop halfway through? Okay, he stopped halfway through. I was thinking, I'm like, wow. He's really working fast. If he made it to the end of the field and back, and I'm just starting, he's really trucking along. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I'm wondering real fast? Let me take a look at this. In comparison to our current seed drill, this is ours. It's only 3.0 in the width. How much is this one? Oh, okay, so it's about 50%. It's about 0.5. What would that be? I would think inches or feet. Nah, probably not feet. Well, okay, so I'm thinking that's feet. So this is like half a foot longer, probably, about, from what it seems. Man, this seed drill is actually really nice. However, the only thing I'm not going to use, reason I'm not going to use it is because, for right now, well, I mean, I could if I used my cultivator, which maybe I'll do between this episode and the next episode. I'll cultivate my field up at home, and we'll probably get to work with that real fast. I want to make sure that this is not... Okay, good. I want to make sure he's not buying seed so that we don't spend any more money on that, because we spent the money to refill his seed drill, and he's just going to buy seed himself. Is kind of a waste of money. You know what my question is? How expensive is this place? $672? Well, you know what? If one day we can actually buy this place, I would love to own it too. You know, I'm seeing so many farms here that are really beautiful that I'm like, I want to own that. However, whoa, what is he doing? Wait a minute. He got all the way. What? Why did he? Our worker is doing some really weird things, but that's okay. He's getting most of the job done. So what we'll do is we'll just fill this area in here, and hopefully he can figure out the meaning of his life. Because look, the first thing he did was he went halfway, and he stopped, and I don't know why he did that. But he's trucking along here, which is pretty good. Lift that up. Unlike other seed drills, it is very hard to actually tell if this thing's lifted. Now, in real life, you would not want to drive over what you already sowed, which is obviously why they do the headland. Well, most of the time when you're seed drilling, you don't do the headlands first. However, this is Farming Simulator, and we kind of got to accommodate to things a little bit differently, because there's never a way to be 100% realistic, unfortunately. But that's okay. When we can be realistic, we will be realistic. Let's see, can we take a few screenshots here? Are you going to stop right there? All right, he's stopping. That's fine. Stop. Which, you know what? We might do another headland here. If he's not going to sow all the way to the edge, we might as well do another headland. Ooh, is that what he's doing? Well, no. I was thinking he might be leaving a headland. I don't, maybe not. I don't know. Is that why he's not going to the end? Is because he's leaving room for me to make a headland at the end? Because if he is, that's kind of realistic, honestly. Because you see how far he's going out, and it gives him just enough space to turn around. So maybe that's why he's doing that, is because he's leaving a headland. And maybe he would have done it at the end, but I already did it, so I technically have done his work for him. All right, that is really crooked, but whatever. It's fine, doesn't matter. Now, do the crows do anything to your crops? I have yet to realize or figure out if they actually do anything. But do they do anything? If they do, what do they do? Oh, does this thing cultivate at the same time? Hold up. No, well, I don't know if this thing cultivates at the same time. When we're done with this, we'll have to take it home and see if this thing is cultivating. Because what I'm looking at is that it is also cultivating. You may have missed what just happened. Whoa, this is so weird. You see how the lines of the seed drill are going in that direction? This is messing me up. I'm seeing that and it's messing me up. Why is it that on the far end, it looks like the seed drill is pointed that way? Do you see what I'm saying right there? It looks really weird. Maybe you don't on camera. You might be able to tell, I don't know. It's a little bit darker on camera than it would be on the actual, than what I'm actually seeing, because sometimes when you're recording a video, the audio and everything come out just a little bit different than the in-game audio. So, which is not even what I was talking about. I was talking about the visuals. Sometimes the visuals are different. You know, I was going to go right next to him and see if I could seed drill with him, but I don't think that's going to work out very well. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we are going to do our own little area. Yeah, you know what? We'll cut this field in half. Why don't we do that? And we'll just start going back and forth. let's not ruin the machine now. I know I really suck at this job. I really suck at reversing in third person. The only thing is that in this game I cannot use I can't do any front loader work in third person. It's really difficult for me. And sometimes, like, the only thing I'm actually good forklift-wise doing in first person is using a skid steer. Because based on when I used the skid steer in the previous episode, I couldn't do it in first person, or third person. I had to be in first person to actually get it good. So, we're trucking along here. I don't know how long this video already is, but this is the second episode, officially, of my non-jump cut. So sometimes there will be sections where I'm not talking at all, and I actually kind of do want to record everything, because I'm trying to find videos on YouTube of people who are playing Farming Simulator, but they're doing the job from start to finish in real time, not time-lapsed. And I have yet to actually find somebody who's actually doing that. Let's see this right here. We're going to go over here real fast and do the third headland, because I think the AI are leaving that area a little bit cleared, which is a little bit of an issue for us. Kind of. I mean, it's not too bad of a problem, but might as well we get it. Might as well we be 100%, right? We're already halfway done, so we're doing pretty good. Man, I must say, the feelings that these tractors have, like the movement and everything, is so nice. I'm trying to take screenshots. Wow, he left a larger headland than I thought. Whatever, it's fine. We'll be able to fix it. We can fix it. You see, this is why I think that it's cultivating, because do you see how it's like, it's removing what was already planted and replacing with a new texture, which is why I think it's already that, but whatever. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. So hopefully you are enjoying these full videos, you know, everything recorded kind of deal, because I don't think enough people do that. I'm trying to find videos of people who are actually like recording a full job start to finish with no jump cuts or time lapses, and I have yet to find one. Not that I don't like time lapses, and you know, I like you know, Daggerwin doing with the time lapses. I think he does a very good job. Dijo, what is it? Dijo Ham Gaming. He also does a very good job. He does jump cuts. That's the difference between. Well, actually, no. He also does time lapses sometimes, but he does a lot of jump cutting. From what I saw. However, there's just not enough like full job videos where I'm kind of thinking, you know what? The only way I'm going to actually figure out how I want to record this series is by recording it and failing. So we'll see what ends up happening with this. What I might do is I might just leave the video at some point. Well, not leave, but like my voice might just leave the video, where I leave the video playing while I'm seating. However, no, there might not be much talking, just working kind of thing, you know? Maybe we can name those like special names or something, like work videos or something. Sorry about that. Oh, I was doing something here. Had to mute my microphone for a few seconds, which I think I probably just messed this all up. What did I do here? Wait a minute. Did I mess this all up? I think I did. Even though it doesn't look messed up at all. somehow I've gotten off course. What happened? Did I start off course and I just continued plowing off course? Or, I don't even know. You know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter. As long as we get this job done, we'll be all good to go. Which I'm thinking that by the time we're done with this job, we should actually have earned enough money to be able to pay back the costs of renting these tools and everything like that. We'll definitely take this home. I'm going to take this one home and try some things out with it. It'll be the guinea pig at the end of the episode. Hope my microphone's not too loud, not too quiet. I had to mute it for a few seconds. That's why there wasn't any talking. Well, that was one of the reasons, but at the same time. How's he doing? He's trucking along, which is very good. Alright, so we are about, just over halfway done. We're trucking along here pretty well. So I did figure something out. If you hit N, it'll open up the seed boxes. If you hit N again, it will open up the fertilizer box, which is pretty cool. So you can see what you got there. There is one mod that I'm actually thinking about getting. It is a seed bag, which I'm hoping that they can release. Well, I mean, I guess they don't really have to release it, but it'd be really cool if they could, a mod creator could update, or the guy who created the seed bags, the tiny ones, the ones that you could carry by hand, not the big bags. Okay, so you know in Farming Simulator 17 they had the big bags? Well, there was another guy who created smaller seed bags that you could lift up with your hands, and then you could put them on top of the fertilizer and they would automatically go in. If whoever created that could update it, or if it's already released and I haven't yet found it, it'd be really nice, because I actually really like that mod. It was pretty cool. Something a little different. I mean, yeah, it was a little tedious, but you could do it all by hand. You know, you didn't need a front loader in order to be able to lift up the bunches of seed bags into your seed drill. Which a seed drill like this, you'd probably use those smaller handheld seed bags rather than, like, you know, a massive machine like bigger farms use, which I've actually seen. However, obviously, that's not something we need at this point in time. Oh, I thought we were stuck for a second. That got me really scared. Could have been stuck, but we weren't, fortunately. Did it seed that little area down there? I don't think it actually seeded this area. No, it doesn't. Well, no, it didn't put any seed here. Maybe we can put in seed here when we go back around. Not that it would really matter, but I mean, I would imagine that in real life, things might not grow so well here because it's in a little bit of a dip here. So I think that there would be a lot of water that would get trapped in this little area of the field. So, I mean, it might, I don't know. If there's not a lot of rain in this area, then maybe it would do well, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. My area where I live is actually not that bad when it comes to rain. Sometimes we get really bad rain, which actually I think this year was probably one of the worst years we had with rain. I mean, it's not like we never get rain, because we do get a lot of rain, but our fields really don't do that bad when it rains too much. The only issue that we have is that a lot of work doesn't get done because of the rain. And we actually had a few weeks, no, it was a month, where a full month it had rained for 5 days every week, according to, like, I don't remember, what was it? It had rained for like a month. It had rained for all but like few days, like, it was like 5 days or something. It rained every single day, but for like 5 days it didn't rain. And every day it didn't rain, it was like all of a sudden going to some really nice vacation area, because a lot of people had to get, a lot of the farmers where I live had to get work done, and my boss was actually talking about it. back in April, I remember it was. Was it April or May? I cannot remember. I think it was late May. Late May, early June. And he was talking about it because he does a lot. I think he does soybeans and some other things. I know he's done corn. I don't think he's doing corn this year, though. He also does hay, obviously. And he was talking about how he had been really late on planting his soybeans just because of all the rain and everything like that. And the guy who does our fields is only doing hay this year on them. Which it could be one of two reasons. It could be the reason he's only doing hay on our fields. Could either be because of the weather or because, see, the thing about this guy is that he never actually farmed in his life prior to him taking over his father's farm. Because you see, his dad died and then he took it over. However, he had never actually worked on it before. So it could either be he's just doing it without really any intention of making a lot of money, or I don't even know. However, that puts my aunt in a really good situation if she has plans to do hay on our fields next year. If he does hay on every single one of our fields like he says he's going to do, which I think they actually are already hay. They are hay this year, all of them. So if it is that, then it puts my aunt in a good situation because essentially, I guess we're taking it over. Well, because they're our fields, but he's renting our fields, okay? And essentially, since we're doing hay on our own fields next year, we're doing it ourselves. If they're already hay, we don't need to worry about plowing them or cultivating them and reseeding them. Because obviously, if it was corn, the hay's not just going to pop up. Did I shut this off? Yes, I did. There's a few things with this game that I'm just not yet used to. So when you see me stop for a little while, it's because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. And I'm still trying to get used to the steering. I am, at this point, keyboard catting it because I don't actually have enough space to set up my wheel. Otherwise, I would set up my wheel. Which, I used my wheel a little bit in Farming Simulator 17. FS19 had already came out. But I used my wheel for a little while. And it's because I don't have enough space, the reason that I decided to put it away. Alrighty, so we are trucking along. We are almost done, too. I'm thinking we might not actually have enough seed to be able to satisfy our home farm. However, if we can use the little seeds we have left, if we have any. Looks like he's about to be done just now, so how much does he got left? He doesn't have that much left. That's okay. Maybe we can make a headland with whatever we have left. Because the nice thing with this is we can actually unload. Oh my god. I was not even seeding. It wasn't until I realized how fast I was going that I realized that I had not turned on the seeder. Which in real life, with this type of sewing machine, I don't believe you would actually have to turn it on. Because I think it's hydraulic driven. So technically, there would be no PTO that you would have to turn on or anything like that. So yesterday, I did something really stupid. I had a land roller. I don't know if that's what they're called. A land roller, which if you don't know what a land roller is or what I'm referring to, because I don't know if that's the actual term for it, is one of those rollers where you put it into the field. Well, it's made for flattening land, okay? You have like a really uneven piece of ground or whatever. A roller, okay, simple term. You put water into it, makes it heavy, flattens ground, So I was mowing around, so I had to move it because I was mowing. The lawnmower that I had broke, so we had to fix it yesterday. We got it fixing. The nice thing was, the problem was the blades weren't working, and the reason was because the belt. Well, for one, the belt was really loose, and I would lift up the PTO switch. and the belts were still really loose. I tried to fix it while my mom was outside, and that was a load of work. That was a load of work. No offense to my mother, but the reason that I don't like having to try to fix things outside when she's around is because she freaks out about everything. I do not know how the heck I'm going to fix a belt, or we're going to take a belt off of a lawnmower if we don't touch the belt, okay? There's really no way around fixing a machine without touching it, okay? It's just a lot of work because, according to her, apparently touching a belt's going to take my finger off or my hand. Even though I'm not even... Listen, the problem is the belt is loose. We need to take the belt off. I don't know how to take a belt off if we don't touch the belt. The lawnmower isn't on. It's not going to start running. The blades aren't going to start up. And the reason is that she was telling me about a twig story. And I'm like, listen, it's not a twig. The twig isn't the reason the blades aren't working. A twig, in reality, if it was a lawnmower, a rider, a push mower might have a little bit of trouble. But if it was a riding lawnmower, 9 chances out of 9 chances out of 10, a twig is going to be destroyed by a riding lawnmower. It's not going to get stuck in the blades. So my dad was under the lawnmower yesterday. He was underneath it because we had it lifted up, and he took the deck off. And I sent a picture to my mother with him underneath the tractor as it's propped up on this metal lift. And I'm like, look. I'm like, you should tell him that he should stop doing that so he doesn't get hurt. Oh, look, we're done. Woo! We earned $7,000. Awesome. Which is actually a profit by a little bit. Collect. Yay, we're done. All right, so to end the episode off, we are going to go home, and I'm going to unload this. I'm going to take it back to the shop. We will take that tractor home with us, I think. So I hope this doesn't go into the water. Actually, you know what? For the sake of it accidentally going into the water, I'm going to go over here and unload this. There we go. Perfect. So let's leave this right here. Is that... Yeah, that's right stuff. Okay. Take this guy, set him up on a follow me, and we will go home. What is a fast way to get home? Probably that way. Okay, that's fine. We're going to test some things out. As we said, we are going to be demoing this, so let's demo it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do a jump cut here, just because we're on the road. Maybe. Yeah, we're going to do a jump cut. I will meet you at home. I can't go too fast because otherwise our Urus is going to fall behind. Actually, you know what? It's not too far. I'll just drive there. It's fine. We won't even bother with the jump cut. As I said, see, the thing is, my mind is urging me to do a jump cut here. And the reason is because I fear making really long videos. I don't know why, but I really fear of making videos that are too long. For whatever reason. But yeah, so we got that lawnmower fixed. I sent my mom a picture of my father underneath the lawnmower as it's propped up on this metal thing. Because if that was me, she'd flip out. Like she was flipping out about me yanking on the belt underneath the tractor to see what was wrong. Which I actually fixed it temporarily. However, the only thing that happened was I fixed it. I got the blade started, however, I couldn't shut them off. So as I'm moving along, right, I got it, and I started mowing a little bit. This was like 2 weeks ago, because I heard a click, and like it was a really loud, just like, I don't know, it sounded like metal, just like something like snapped. And the belt was really tight all of a sudden. So about a day later, I started up the tractor, and I said, all right, let's try this. Blocked by an object? Wow. Oh my god. Screenshot worthy. No, you want to know why? Is because y'all are idiots, okay? Listen. These guys have no respect for farm machines. Seriously. But then I tried to shut off the blades and I couldn't shut them off. So that was a little bit of an issue. What I did do, though, was I shut off the tractor so I could get out and see what the issue was. And then I started the tractor back up, and I couldn't start the blades. The blades were off, and I couldn't start them anymore. So it was a temporary fix. I got barely anything mowed, but whatever. So now it's fixed, and problem is solved. So back to the land roller yesterday. I put a little piece of, well, okay, so I have it parked in an area. And that area, there's a trailer parked there, and then there's the land roller parked there. I had to move the land roller and the trailer so that I could mow that area. And there was a little piece of metal that was sticking in the ground. It was a long rod, and I had to take that rod out so that I could mow there. And I put it on the land roller, and I forgot that I had put it on like the little metal bar that's on the land roller, and I said, I'm gonna forget, and it's gonna get stuck. So lo and behold, I finished mowing the area, and I'm gonna move everything back, you know. So I go to attach to the land roller, and then I start moving, and I forget, and I hear a creak, and it's like a loud just bang almost. And there's that metal rod stuck in between the massive metal bar and the land roller. So now the land roller is basically dragging on the ground like a cultivator almost. It's not spinning because the metal bar is stuck. I had to use a hammer to get it out and a screwdriver. More work than it had to be, honestly. But yeah, that was my day yesterday. And then I went to marching band practice, and I'm going to tell my dad, never have me do outside work when I have marching band. Because I tell you what, I went to marching band, and I was walking up the stairs to go to the band room, and like my legs gave out. Because the day before yesterday, I was at the festival, and on average, I do about like 13,000 to 20,000 steps a day at that festival, which I think this is the last weekend I was going to be at the festival. Next weekend, the band I was playing with isn't going to be there, so my mom is also having surgery, so there's another reason why not to be there, and I honestly just don't feel like it. I honestly don't feel like it. It's not like I have to be there. I'm not earning any money, honestly. I'm not earning any money. I'm pretty much just there to play music and have fun, so it's like if I'm not there, it's not that much of a loss. And besides, none of the bands are there anyways. None of the bands that I've been playing with are there, so I'm pretty much just going to be walking around doing whatever. Here we are at our home field. I'm going to leave I'm going to park the Deutsches Fahr over here in this little grass patch here. Just because we don't need it at the moment. It's empty. There's no reason. We're just going to end up taking it back to the shop between this episode and next episode. And then I don't know what we're going to do in the next episode. My plan is we'll probably finish this in the next episode. What am I going to plant? I never actually thought about that. Take a look at this real fast. We could plant canola. What did I plant in the other part of the field? Canola. So you know what we'll do? We'll plant oats. We'll do oats here. Because I think oats actually do sell for some pretty good money. Don't crash into me, Eurus. You probably shouldn't because, yeah. Alright, oats. Canola actually sells better for oats. However, they do sell really well in the winter. So we'll plant oats. We could potentially get bales off of it. But let's see if this thing will cultivate. I don't know if it would. Part of me is saying it wouldn't. But if it does. If it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, does it? Wait a minute. Is it? Hold up. I don't know if it's called... I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oats are brown. I don't think it is. Alright, that's a bummer. Alrighty, well, you know what? I'm going to end this episode here. This is a pretty cool tool. I do recommend you checking out both packs as well as the John Deere pack, which I'm thinking maybe we can demo that one in the next episode or in another episode. Probably next year we can demo it. That has been me for this episode. In the next episode, these machines will unfortunately be gone, except for the Deutsches Fahr, obviously, because this is our only tractor. However, this is a very cheap machine. So if you are on a small farm in Farming Simulator, or if you're trying to do small-scale farming, this is a great tool to have. It's small, it's cheap, probably really good for us too. So honestly, we should probably get one of these. I mean, maybe there's not even a reason to. I think our Deutsches Fair should be just fine, but it's a very nice tractor indeed. Very nicely detailed too. Look at that. That's so cool. That detail. All right, well, that's been me for this episode of Farming Simulator. Thank you so much. Simulator. Yeah, Simulator. Farming Simulator. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Peace.